I realized that 9 to 5 is sort of a scam. I would sell a $300 bag. I would put that sale into trading with the hopes that I'm going to double it, triple it, but then I would blow it. If I had prop modeled it and if I was a prop trader back in the days, I would not have lost $45,000 in the first year. Trading is the same thing. If you do not make any money today, close your laptop, go to the next day, treat it as a business. That's the biggest psychology sort of training that I had, that I got into trading while I was running my business on the side. Hello everyone, my name is Umair Raja, born in Pakistan, raised in Canada. I've been trading since the last 10 years and now the founder and CEO at Pipstone Capital, a prop firm based out of Dubai. Growing up in Pakistan was just like another middle class, you could say upper middle class family. I went to school in Pakistan. You know, we weren't really type of family that was too used to too many luxuries of life. Like, we were living good and had our challenges, whatever a normal middle-class family has, you know, living in Pakistan, until we moved to Canada. And that's a time I experienced true independence, you could say, until a time when you are sort of sheltered under your parents' umbrella. You don't necessarily face the true challenges in life. You know, you don't really take that many risks, or at least you're not prone to take that many risks. You're not programmed to do that. Until that time, I used to think that life is good. In a sense, I'm following my schedule, going to school, studying, coming back. And once I graduated and I got out to find jobs, once I started working, I realized that 9 to 5 is sort of a scam. So I used to sell credit cards in grocery stores. You're supposed to cold pitch anyone who's there to buy groceries. Because in a regular person's life, you get credit cards and loans at a bank. But you went for groceries, you bought bread, and you came back with a credit card. So I used to feel really accomplished, to be very honest, that I convinced someone to buy a credit card, to get a credit card, take their driver's license. They trusted me in the middle of a grocery store, and now I'm filling their details up with all their personal information. How much do you make? That sales job taught me a lot. It built confidence. It built that drive you could really go and approach anyone. And it really makes you realize how capable you are. And this is what I tell everyone, that, you know, if you don't know what you want to do in life, go in sales. From that point onwards, once I realized that, hey, you know what, this 9 to 5 thing is just not for me, I did sales for like 3 years, gathered my balls, and just started my own business. I opened my store in August 2016. We had a decent Christmas. Things just were selling. No one knew my brand at that time. People are just walking in, what is this? They did not Google me and I'm going to buy a bag today. I am selling this to people who first time walked in my store, and I convinced them to spend like $200 or $300 with me. Now I knew in my head that, hey, if I'm going to sell this to them, I get to keep every single dollar out of the sale. This is amazing. And there were times when I was not making any sales. But this is what trading is all about too. One day you don't make money. There's another day you end up making more money. But the day you did not make money, you have to treat it as a business. When I was running my retail store, I'm closing my store after 11 hours standing in that store with no sales. That did not mean that I'm going to go out on the street, start begging people for money. Trading is the same thing. If you do not make any money today, you cannot beg the market to give you a nice trade or make you money or whatever the case is. Close your laptop, go to the next day, treat it as a business. This is also entrepreneurship. That's the biggest psychology sort of training that I had, that I got into trading while I was running my business on the side. I started trading side by side with my retail store. When I opened up my retail store, the idea was to multiply the money that I'm making in my retail business. That's a traditional source of income. It was the opposite. I would make sales. I would sell a $300 bag. I would put that sale into trading, into the markets, with the hopes that I'm going to double it, triple it, but then I would blow it. At the end of the day, I would blow that. This is what I did on rinse and repeat in the first 1 year until I corrected that psychology that it has to be the other way around, not just in how you trade, because when you're trading, you have to focus on one strategy. There are so many strategies out there that are profitable, but the secret sauce of being actually profitable in trading, other than psychology, is you have to focus on one strategy. One mentor, one strategy. That's it. The reason why I started Prop Firm, number one, is that is something that resonates a lot with a typical e-commerce business. Number two, the biggest reason is when I used to trade back in the days, prop model is something that I just wish that I had at that time. If I had prop model and if I was a prop trader back in the days, I would not have lost $45,000 in the first year. So Prop Firm is a shortcut to enter the Forex space. The way I've designed Pipstone Capital is the way I would be comfortable trading. And this is the condition that I built this prop on, to build the type of rules that are designed for you to succeed in this prop space. Because the way this prop space has been saturated at the time, right now, traders are actually having a hard time to get payouts. So our model is built for you to get payouts, because we know that once you're gonna get payouts, the more payouts you get, our business simply multiplies. And that's literally what it is. So you either spend on traditional advertisement, or you be smart and you give payouts. And our rules, being the most lenient rules in the industry, these are designed for you to come, test out our platform, try it out, get used to it, and get paid. Hey guys, for those of you who are watching this video, use code Wayond to get 35% off on any challenge on Pipstone Capital. Now let's get back to the episode. I decided to move from Canada to Dubai for two reasons. Number one, my family. Number two, my growth. Let's not confuse it with me saying that Canada is a bad place to live. All right? So it just depends on what you want out of your life. And you have to make that decision to pursue it. So the way the government runs, the kind of policies that they got, now a lot of people agree to that, right? For example, the LGBTQIA+ situation that is going on in Canada. Now it's everywhere in the world. That's a fact. And I have nothing against them. But don't shove it on my kids. Don't shove it on me. Don't tell me how I need to operate. As a parent, I get paranoid. This was one of the many reasons why I felt Dubai is the place to be. As a woman, you can wear a skirt, you can be out, no one is going to look at you. You can wear, but in Pakistan, you're going to get stares. It's going to be a problem. But in Canada, if you wear that full-on covering of a woman dresses up like that, roams around in Canada in a grocery store, people are going to look at her like, what's up? The way minds are framed over there, they're going to feel as if they are not safe for some reason. So I decided that, you know what? Let's move to Dubai. And a lot of people, again, have this mental barrier that why move to Dubai, right? Or why move outside of Canada or Australia or UK or whatever, and they're stuck in that cycle. And that's where an inspiration from my dad comes into play too. That guy moved at the age of 55 with a family of 6, 4 kids. None of them work. None of them ever worked, including my brother. We did not work at all, and it was all on my dad. 55 years of age. No relative in Canada. We knew no one in Canada. And we just landed there. So being in his shoes, what am I crying about? So I moved to Dubai. First, I was living off of, my business. And I had plans to, I'm going to open up the best prop firm in the world. The prop firm that has the best rules, best conditions, built truly for the traders in mind. Now, there are so many prop firms out there that are doing really, really well, that have a great market share and all that. So did that stop me? No. Then I decided that I think I need to launch my personal brand. I need to sort of brand myself better online. Who's behind Pipstone? What does he do? So I need to tell people, who am I? I just started waking up every single day with one goal in mind. I need to make one video. It could be like a selfie camera talking, just talking shit, making something. And that's how I launched my personal brand. My personal brand started scaling online. People attach it with Pipstone Capital. All right, this is the guy behind Pipstone Capital. All right, looks real. I'm going to trust it and I'm going to buy from this prop firm. So in short, 2 reasons why I moved is for my family and my kids, giving them a better living, because in my opinion, I don't want to do what my dad did, to make decisions at 55. I want to make sure that what the basis that he has given me, the platform that he has given me, sacrificing his years, and I want to make sure that I save those years for myself and use that to my advantage and be ahead. And tomorrow, my kids are even ahead than me. So that's what it is.